Biola game day is done and dusted. It is the World Cup, and we're absolutely loving this field. It's all about the game. It's a beautiful day in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Babajide Guerrero. Welcome to the show. It's brought to you by Afrione Mobile. Afrione Mobile is the first ever made in Nigeria smartphones and tablets, and now is Nigeria's fastest mobile wallet. I'm with Biola Kazeem. Unfortunately, this may be the last time in quotes I'm having Biola beside me in the studio, because very soon Biola is going to bring us from Russia with love. But for now, I'm going to enjoy this particular moment. Biola, how you doing?
Good.
Always a pleasure to see you, man.
Same here.
And yet again, another fail in the World Cup. It's quite unfortunate. Now, I want us to look at it from an African perspective. Yes, Biola doesn't like looking at it from that angle, but when are we going to get it right, done and dusted. Egypt first game. We also saw Nigeria, Morocco as well. And now Tunisia. Tunisia were this close to getting against England.
Well, I mean, I don't know why African teams haven't really, gotten their acts together. You can sit here now and suggest that 3 of them conceded goals, very late in the game. Egypt, Morocco, and Tunisia. But some will also tell you that there's some method to the madness, because every African team in this competition has conceded a goal via set pieces. Egypt did against Uruguay, and Morocco did the same thing as well against Iran. Nigeria actually considered both goals from set pieces. One from a corner, and another, from a penalty. England's goals today as well, were from set pieces. So you look at all of that, and it suggests to you that these are sides, African teams that is, who really cannot coordinate, who really cannot switch on and defend well, because the mark of organization is how you do with set pieces, because you actually have time to arrange yourself before the ball is kicked. All of the other goals you score in open play, but with set pieces, somebody's going to keep the ball, and then you are supposed to arrange yourselves, and defend. And all African teams have not managed it. Senegal go against Poland, and for me, they look like, probably in terms of individual quality and the spread of it, maybe the best African side out there. But 4 wins, 1 goal, haven't considered all goals, so to speak, from set pieces. Clearly, there's a problem. Yeah, it's not coincidental. Yeah. There's a common thread that runs through the African teams, have got to address at the World Cup.
I think it's right about time they fix that, because it's almost done and dusted the first round of games. Going to the second round of games, that will be a very jamming thing to look at, especially for the coaches. I'll talk about other games. Belgium didn't need any set play to get their goals against Panama. We mentioned earlier that Panama would always bring the grit, the graft, but unfortunately, when push came to shove, Belgium actually tore them apart. Eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the first half, Panama were quite difficult to break down. I thought that Belgium didn't find any rhythm to their game. They didn't find the fluidity that we know that they could play with. But clearly in the second half, some Panamanians' legs went, concentration dipped as well, because the thing about mounting a defensive effort is that you have to be there physically and mentally. If you do it for a long time, you can switch off. And, ultimately, Belgium got a break with Dries Mertens' goal. That was pure individual quality. But once they got that goal, the Panamanian resistance was broken down, and Romelu Lukaku came forth, with 2 goals. This was the kind of game that Belgium would have wanted in a World Cup like this, and good thing for them, they took advantage, because what we've seen in the World Cup is that even though small teams are not winning all the games, they are narrowing the gap with the big teams, and pretty much every game, has had some form of drama around it. Belgium didn't allow that to happen. After the first 45 and 0-0, you might think that maybe there is some drama in here. They snuffed out the danger of all of that in the second half, and it's a really good start for them. Goals for your striker, clean sheet, the team looked good in the second half. Yeah. The kind of game that can help you build some momentum.
And what an assist by Kevin De Bruyne for Romelu Lukaku outside the boat. Something you can't get tired of seeing in the English Premier League, of course. But this is the World Cup. This is where the biggest stars in the world are gathered. And talk about stars, Belgium has got it all. Eden Hazard even really had to be in top gear in that particular game. He's been quite consistent for Belgium in recent times. Well, consistency will be what we'll talk about for Senegal as they take on Poland in the Group H fixture. It's the last of the round 1 games in that particular in this particular World Cup, of course. We'll see Russia play Egypt in another game as well. That's round 2 in Group A, and then the last game in that particular group, we'll see Japan square up against Colombia. You got to worry for Japan right now. I mean, football is psychological, yet physical. We must talk about what happened in Osaka and Japan. Our thoughts with the Japanese right now. What could be the framework of the mind of the players at the moment? Some of them would have had, individuals, suffered in that particular earthquake in Osaka.
Yeah, I mean, really sad things. Yeah. We're hearing from Osaka. We don't have confirmed list or number of fatalities yet, so hopefully it's not as bad as it might sound.
Absolutely.
But you know, tough as it might be, the players, you know that they are professionals and they've got a job to do, and that sometimes the conditions will be inauspicious. I think that they will go out there, you know, and do their job. It's a difficult enough job already against, you know, Colombia. Quite uneven in qualifying. Colombia went on a spell of one winning, I think, in 4, then won a few games, and then struggled mightily. In fact, on the last day, they easily could have finished as lowly as 7th, you know, in qualifiers. Ultimately, you know, just sneaked in and qualified for the World Cup. And you worry for Colombia about how they struggle for goals. You know, I mean, recently, going forward, they have a bit of quality. There's Muriel, there's James Rodriguez, there's Radamel Falcao, there's Juan Cuadrado as well. So you imagine that a side have got this level of, you know, individual quality will be, you know, properly packing a punch. Absolutely. But that hasn't really happened. Apart from that win, really surprising win, when they were 2-0 down against France and ultimately went on to win. You know, their preparations for the World Cup has been patchy. But in James Rodriguez, I think that they have a player who loved this stage. You saw him at the last World Cup, won the Golden Boot, even though Colombia got knocked out, you know, in the quarterfinals. Hasn't really hit the heights. His star has diminished a little bit because it didn't really work out for him at Real Madrid. But he loves the international stage, and this could be another stage for him to remind all of us once again, you know, how wonderful a player he is. So, I mean, the Japanese have a big job on their hands. And I imagine the manager will be working on them to let them know that what has happened in Osaka is sad, but the best way, so to speak, to console even those in Osaka is to put out a performance that all Japanese can be proud of against Colombia.
Definitely, that's coming your way. Definitely the next group of games. That's Group H. That's the last and final group. That's round 1, like I said earlier. Remember as well, in that same group, a lot of people will be able to come to say that that group has the most tightly contested group.
No, I disagree. I think that Nigeria's group is the toughest.
Yeah, maybe competitive anyways. Yeah. I mean, because you look at the 4 teams, almost kind of balanced. I mean, you got Poland, you got Senegal, you got Japan, you got Colombia.
I might concur, actually. I might concur.
Yeah, you got to concur.
Yeah, because you look at all of the teams and you say, well,
fair
like
enough.
You said, you know, there really isn't anything between them. Senegal go up against Poland. That's a very crucial game.
But we should talk about the significance of a particular man, because I'm really going to talk about him. But it's difficult for you to speak of Poland in terms of success in recent times and not mention Robert Lewandowski.
Oh, absolutely
and
not.
You look at what he's done for this Polish team, and the fact that it could be that X factor. No player in the history of the European qualifiers has scored 16 goals. That's absolutely jaw-dropping at the point. And coming to the World Cup, you think his stage is perfectly set for him?
I mean, it's clear. Robert Lewandowski is the horse pulling the cart, you know, of Poland. He scores pretty much all of the goals for them. I mean, he's a formidable.
That's kind of fair.
He's a formidable threat.
He is.
But also, this Polish team, you know, are more than Robert Lewandowski. In the middle of the park, particularly, Grosicki, Zelensky, Krychowiak, who things didn't really work out for West Brom, but who always brings his A game to the table for the national team, and Blakizowski as well. All of them, you know, provide the grit that you want in the middle, the running that you want, some intelligent, you know, play as well. And they are just a fantastic support system, you know, for Robert Lewandowski. At the back is where I have worries for them. Apart from Gilk and maybe Piszczek, they just look a little bit light. I mean, their number 1 goalkeeper is Fabianski. That doesn't necessarily suggest that it is all crap, but comparative in terms of quality that they have in the middle and the attack and what they have in defense, a little bit light. But they are a workman-like side. They work really hard. Even if they lose, you know, they will leave their hearts on the pitch. Curiously, remember, they lost to Nigeria, you know, at home in the friendlies. But they also look a side that is ready for an international tournament. On the Senegalese side, you know, you look at Senegal of all African teams and you think that maybe they are the side that have that bit of stardust that you need at this level. A lot of people talk about Sadio Mane, but I think that their star player at this World Cup could just be Balde Keita. That young man is crying out for a big stage.
Absolutely.
Was huge for Lazio last season or 2 seasons ago. Made that big transfer move to Monaco. Hasn't made a huge splash, but you know, his trickery, his pace, his power, his technique. He's such an exciting, you know, player to watch. At the back as well, Koulibaly is going to be really huge, solid, you know, for them. And you know, Sako up front as well as their striker, you know, packs a bit of punch as well. So
you know, in the middle of the pack, they've got a certain Goye and Konaté. and Sergio Koyate of West Brom. So they look quite formidable.
You know what I like about their midfield most is this sheer athleticism and power. You know, Sergio Koyate, like you said, can run from now to wherever, covers the entire length of the pitch. And like you said as well, Gueye, really formidable player. You know, energetic, and he likes to fight. So like I said, you look at Senegal and you feel that in key areas they just have that extra little bit of quality. They look to me as well that they are the side that epitomizes the athleticism, of African football. So I mean, I'm really excited to see how they play against Poland.
When Biola is excited, you have no idea the level of excitement to inform you that we finally have a winner. Yes, please, we do have a winner. His name is Wada Noel. Congratulations to you, Wada Noel, for winning Afrione's mobile phone. Now, what did Wada do? Nothing. All he did was just to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like we keep saying, and then he also went to the comment section of that same YouTube page, and then he commented on the scoreline between Tunisia and England. Of course, England nicking that one 2-1. So congratulations to you, Wada Noel. We'll be bringing you to the studio very shortly to present this particular phone to you. So if you're wondering if this is this particularly real, yes, it is real. And all you need to do is just simple. Just go to the YouTube page, subscribe and comment. So what we're saying is, whatever thing I say, for example, the next game will be, I think, Poland and Senegal. Yes, do well to predict the score to stand a chance of winning smartphones and vouchers and cash rewards and many more prizes. This is all about the game, as brought to you by Afrione Mobile. Afrione Mobile is the first ever made in Nigeria smartphones and tablets, and now Nigeria's fastest mobile wallet. My name is Babajide Guerrero, and Viola Kazim, tremendous as well. Always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you. I'll be back in 10 days.
Yup. So from Russia with love, yeah?
Yeah, I'll try to send some love from Russia.
Definitely. So Biola is going, but doesn't change anything. We're going to be communicating with Biola every day and every time on the show. So we'll come your way again. Remember, God bless Nigeria.